Hey guys, how's it going? It's Morgan from Highland Cycles with coming at you with the gospel of two wheels. How are you all this morning? It is a lovely morning in Western Colorado. I think it's going to be like, let's see what the weather is going to be like today for condition reports. Right now, it is, hold on, sorry, 56 degrees. It's just about perfect if you ask me. and Yeah, today's gonna be brutal. High of 99. What's up, Roger Hurd, Brady Meadow? Roger, did you make it to Golden? And how is the new baby? Very excited to hear about that. But yeah, today's supposed to be 99, tomorrow 93. But then, and here's where we're getting super stoked. Saturday and Sunday highs of 81 and 83. And that's when we're racing down in Monticello. So super stoked. Hey, who's Eiler? There he is. He's back in house. 5280 James, Bruce Kennedy, Mark Payne, Josiah Lopez. How's it going, Josiah? And Mike Barnato. What's happening? Yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah, TJ, let's get ready to battle. I can't wait. Baby mama, great, awesome. It's only an index of 115 today. Oh, Brady, that's horrible. Western New York, David Kessler, how's it going? How is Waco, Texas, Jesse? Yeah, I'm super stoked that we're going to get at least hopefully some relatively cool weather in Monticello. And TJ, I can't wait. I brought the 300 this time, and it's going to be interesting because I didn't take the chainsaw mount off of it. I took the chainsaw off of it, so I won't hopefully cut anybody into pieces. Tom Wall, what's happening? But I definitely still have the chainsaw mount. I just zip tied a number plate to it. So it's going to be awesome. I'm stoked, TJ. You are generally quite a bit faster than me in Monticello, but I got more horsepower this time. And also, I badly want to beat you. That was so much fun last race, like battling right to the end. That was so cool. Bjork Off-Road, what's happening from Minnesota? So Roger, yeah, on your way to Minnesota, that's good. How's Denise and Roger? I'm sure not Roger. That's you. How are Denise and Jeff? So anyway, yeah, it's good to see you guys. Let's see. I don't think I have any questions. You guys, obviously, if you're here watching and you're new to this, you are more than welcome / encouraged to ask us any questions throughout the whole show. It's about half an hour long. If you're watching this later, this will be about a half an hour long, and we're going to talk about all kinds of things dirt bike related. So, and maybe some not dirt bike related. You never know what's going to happen. Here at the shop, we have actually moved into. Sorry, my Leroy. Hold on, I got to show you guys. Leroy is ridiculous. Leroy, he is ridiculous. We've moved into the new house. Moved into the new house. The new house is. We're sleeping in the new house and has a sink in the kitchen. That's huge. Didn't have that until yesterday. But we're a long way from actually being like settled in. So I'll be down here at the shop for a little while at least. So David Kessler, have you got any suggestions for removing the top caps and KYB fork? This is wrecked the hexes on KYBs. Yeah, I mean, I Eric Bry, what's happening? I don't know. I've got the right top cap tool, a little bit of heat, maybe, David, like just take a map gas torch or something like that and just heat it up a little bit. You want to be careful. There's an O-ring there, but I mean, you might have to replace the O-ring. If you've already ruined that, that's whatever. But yeah, so maybe a little heat. Also, when you're if you're clamping it to get it off, don't clamp it up near the cap. Clamp it down at the next flat spot where the bottom triple clamps, because if you clamp it up top, you can squeeze it and make it really hard to get off. Let's see. But good to hear, Roger. The ends, bro, Enduro. What is that? I don't know what that is. Mike Barnato. The goat is not here. The goat is up at the house though, and she's awesome. Good morning, Rick Robin. Jimmy and I heard Murphy's Law. Ever heard of Cole's Law? I've not heard of Cole's Law. So you tried that, Dave Kessler? I don't know, man. I got nothing else. So other than, I don't know. That's crazy. I've never had one be that tight. Michael Vanda Sluice. I think I got it right that time. What's happening, Michael? I love coleslaw. That's Oh, the Iron Giant. Oh, the Erzberg. I see Erzberg, Innsbruck. I think. Anyway, I think you mean Erzberg, but yeah, Jimmy Neihart. Nice. I love. You're ridiculous. Uh, it's back. So okay, the Iron Giant is back. That's good. When is it? Is it this weekend? Erzberg. Oh, by the way, like not dirt bike news, but motorcycle news. I am super duper duper jealous of my good friend Aaron Clark. He, I think, is back now or soon to be back from going to watch the Isle of Man in person. And I, yeah, oh my gosh, the guy is, anyway, I'm so jealous. It sounded like it was awesome. He was sending me videos of guys going by, 200 miles an hour. And it's something I definitely want to do in my life. Just complete the Meg Grab class. Oh, nice. Sweet, Rick. Right on. I'm glad that I know she does a great job. Bummed I want to go watch Erzberg live. It's this weekend is Erzberg. Right on. So I will not be watching Erzberg live either because I'll be racing. Garrett, are you coming to Monticello with your bike? Let's see. Mike Barnato. You're like you're typing or something is crazy. No pro, what's happening? Thanks for the stickers, but whose idea was the white shirts? Can't even wear white underwear. So that's white shirts. I know it was my idea, and I definitely thought long and hard about whether or not to do white shirts for the last Ride the World, but I did it because they look really awesome. I think maybe just like tack them up on the wall, Jimmy, and look at them. Or I know you got two. Tack one on the wall so it stays pretty, and then the other one just wear and get all covered with buffalo sauce and everything. Yeah, right on, Garrett. I will be there Saturday also. We were gonna come Friday night, but my boys have plans. I don't know, whatever. Everything is a mess in my life right now. It's out of hand. So yeah. Ever raced a Hard Rock in Canyon City? I have not found it. I'm no threat to you on the course, but any suggestions on the race without giving up your secrets? No, I found it. I have not actually ever raced a Hard Rock. I've heard it's great. Yeah, Matt Simpson says it correctly. Hydrate. I won't be there. We're going to be at Monticello racing with Weeby. Kevin Trivia, that's so good. Quick question: the Beta keeps hitting neutral, rather easy, shifting up or down. Thoughts, huh, Rick? That's interesting. It's either way. You might. So the thing that holds a transmission in gear and doesn't let it just slide through all the gears is the little detent that's on a spring that it keys into the star. It's like a star-shaped deal, and each dip is a gear, so that thing and it holds it into gear. You might have what year, I forget what year your bike is and all that stuff and how many hours are on it, whatever, but neutral has like between most gears it's a point, and so it goes up and over and it allows it to go into the next gear. But on neutral there's like a dip at the top of the point to hold it there. So it may be that that's worn funny, or just maybe that the spring is loose and so it's letting it roll up. I would check that. I've actually seen some shift problems actually with the 2017 Beta. I had some shift shaft, other issues. So it's some weird things that you wouldn't normally think would happen. So actually, I would take that right side cover off, get in there, and take a look at everything from the outside. I doubt it's anything on the inside of the cases. It's probably something on the outside. Could be that spring is just getting weak. You need to replace one. Could be that, I doubt it's broken. Otherwise, it would just be going through all the gears. It'd be the pedal would feel, the shift lever would feel weird and all that. So, but yeah, take that apart, take a look at it. Let me know how it goes. Crash Hard, what is happening? The guy with the Honda I told you about adjusted the clutch cable. Clutch stopped slipping. So Bruce Kennedy has a phenomenal story of a guy online on some forum, which is why I don't know. I'm always torn about even being on the internet because I've seen so much horrible information on the internet that it's just like, anyway. So guy had a mechanic install a new clutch cable, and maybe a clutch too. Anyway, hey, there's my mom from Santa Fe. Hi, Mom. And they he it was doing something weird, so he kept tightening the cable, thinking he was helping and to get it to stop from slipping, but he tightened. Anyways, it's awesome. He's going the opposite way. Zach Farcash, what's happening? Yeah, Rick, check that stuff out. Let's see. A quick question. Oh, good. Beta. Sorry, I'm going through. Anyway, guys, I'm a little late. Welcome to the Gospel of Two Wheels, where the coffee is hot, the bikes are fast, and your comments are absolutely redonkulous, as my wife would say. It was great to see you guys all here. I see there's quite a few of you online. Now, all of you have clicked the thumbs up button. So please back out of the chat. Anyway, click the thumbs up and then come on back into the chat. Get in here where it gets crazy and gets out of hand. Kevin O'Laughlin, it was awesome seeing you the other day. I hope you enjoyed your Thunder Valley motocross experience. Looked like a great race. Psyched to see Kenny win. Bummed that Eli didn't win for the home crowd, but that's all right. Made for a heck of a race. So, guys, what are your questions? What do you want to talk about? It's a beautiful day in Western Colorado. It's going to be hot for here, 99 degrees, but it's going to be all right. Yeah, I'm glad I hope you liked that trip around the canyon. That was awesome. I think it's awesome. But, guys, we are not riding. Well, I'm not riding tonight, Thursday night, because I got to get bikes ready to go race this weekend in Monticello, and I am woefully behind on getting that done. So, so no Thursday night ride, at least for me. If you guys, obviously it's Thursday night. You guys should all go ride your dirt bikes anyway. So whatever. But I won't be leading a ride this tonight because I'm busy getting bikes ready. Plateau is, so it was pretty much all clear of trees until we had some serious wind on Monday. Monday? Yeah. Anyway, it was horrific, the wind. So my guess is there's a whole bunch of new trees back across the trails. So we will get back out there. It's going to be good. What do you think the new loop at the Shady Burrow is going to be? Oh, that's good, Brady Metter. My guess, so I don't know that area very well. I haven't really ridden over there except for during the race. But I do hear of I know guys that know the area really well, and my guess is that it's going to be some hard stuff because there's a bunch of really cool kind of techie single track up there that they have not been using. Basically, Judd and Scott have worked really hard with the Forest Service to develop a really good relationship there to put that race on, and they've been doing it for a lot of years now. And like the first year, it was like a lot of 2-track and not much single track, and then a little more single track, a little more, and they keep adding cool stuff in because the Forest Service keeps trusting them more because they're doing a really good job with the race, being super responsible with cleaning and things like that. So I have a feeling it's going to be some more really cool single track, but I don't know. Leroy, my dog, I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. It's going to be awesome though. I did a half turn in on the air screw and it runs better around the neighborhood now to get to the mountain and all the way up to tip. Right on, Mike. Yeah, let me know how that goes. Yeah, please let me know how that goes. I bet it's going to be a lot better. So yeah, who else going to the Shady Burrow? Sign up is in 4 days. June 20th, they open sign up for the Shady Burrow. I will be doing that. What are the dates, Brady Metter? If you could look that up and post them on here for the race. I know it's August. I can't remember. I know I've got it clear on my calendar because I want to be there. I just can't remember when it is. But yeah, who all here watching, whether you're watching live or later, who is coming to the Shady Burrow? Just been talking with Woody from Seat Time. Actually, anyway, we've been talking this morning about YouTube things and anyway, trying to get him to move up here. He actually broke his scaphoid on his wrist. Not when I hit him. I cut him all to hell. The 6th and 7th of August. There you go. Right on. I cut his arm all to crap, but he actually the next day or 2 days later, Saturday, riding with Morgan Tenke and Richard Cologne, some other buddies, tipped over in some real thick brush that had grown up, put his hand down and broke his scaphoid bone on his other. So hopefully he can get that thing healed up and get there. Um, Wes, yeah, we can definitely unsmash your pipe. And I would recommend if you have a two-stroke, it's worth buying the little blowout like caps. You can make them. The thing is, making them is like when I look at the ones that I bought, it would take. First of all, I don't have a machine, so I would have to do a pretty crude looking thing. And anyway, it would take me forever to build one, and whatever. So mine are from Mino, Mino Racing, I think, on eBay, and there's like 100 and something bucks shipped, whatever. I can fix pipes all day long. That's great. Let's see. Right on, Brady Matter. I can't wait to see you there. It's gonna be so much fun. Let's see. Morning from Gunston. What's up? Hello, Dirt. How is that GPX doing? In the future, do you see carbs being phased out completely and mechanics will have their laptops out all the time to get the things running right? Bruce Kennedy, I do think that will probably come with new bikes. I don't know. I bet it will. The stupid government will do something really stupid and make it'll outlaw carbureted things. They're going to outlaw everything internal combustion if we keep going on the path that we're on, which hopefully we correct course here soon. Remember, get out and vote. So I worry that all internal combustion motors are going to go away eventually. I hope not in my lifetime, but it's probably coming. If again, whatever, I don't know. I don't want to even think about that. But to answer your question for real, hey, Brady Metter, your bike did not run perfectly with no laptop when it was up here. So I do think there's going to be a lot more of that. I don't know if it'll go away. Well, what is not, at least here in where we live, there's lots of older bikes. I mean, lots of way old bikes. And then there's lots of, early mid 2000s bikes around. And those are going to stay around because people keep fixing them because they can't afford $12,000 new bikes. So I think that guys like me are going to be tuning carburetors for a long, long time just on older bikes. New bikes, we'll see how that goes. Sure, will be injected 2024. Rumors are right on. Yeah, who said? I would imagine. Oh, so I have a thing about to talk about Shercos. Let's see. Zach Farkash, what heading should I be running in my CR250? I just bought for about 8,000. Zach, I don't know what jets. I need to know what sea level jets were, and then I could give you an idea. I don't know because I don't know CR250s all that well, and I forget. Is it? Yeah. So. Keep the carbs for the bike museum. Absolutely. So, what was it? Oh, so Shercos. I'm working on a Sherco right now. And while I do like a lot of things I really like riding them. They feel very comfortable and very familiar. They feel like a YZ, riding them. And the ones I've ridden actually out in the wild, the suspension's been great. The chassis has been great. And I've really liked the power and all that. Dude. Working on how many people here have worked on a Sherco and been like this got some weird stuff, dude. The battery is underneath the air filter, which is it's not a huge deal, but it's kind of weird. It's anyway, it's weird and it gets oil, air filter oil all over the freaking battery, which is annoying. And if you overall, it gets a ton on it, but then even just putting it in there, you get it on there. And then the tank doesn't fit that good. And there's just the petcock is in a weird place. And I don't know, man. I don't know. It's Zach Farkash, answer Matt Simpson. Is it that 1990 that you bought that we've been talking about? It's Matt Simpson. I think it's a 1990. Or 91, something like that. It's an older one. And Mike Barnato, I'm with you. Take them from my cold dead hands, 100%. I am getting a fuel injected bike, but I'll be keeping my carbureted motorcycle for a long time. Garrett Anderson, I love it. Eric Bryan, at least it won't corrode. Is your battery underneath the air filter on the 4-stroke? French people, am I right? So good. And yeah, Eric, let me know. Is your 4-stroke underneath? It's weird, and I really don't like the way the tank fits on this 2-stroke. It's a 300. Um, and then Eric, while I know you love your Sherco, and again, when I rode one, it rode great. And so maybe it's worth it, right? Like maybe it's worth some weirdness on the thing to have a great riding running bike. So like I'm not like really not bagging on Sherco as because like every company does some weird crap and dumb things that I don't love. But I mean KTM, I could go. It's a long list of stupid things KTM does. Yamaha, on the other hand, this will be good for Mike Barnato. Generally, just does a great job. They won't put freaking electric start on their bikes, which is silly. But the YZ250 is a brilliant thing all by itself. And Brady, yes, Eric should be at the lake. Yeah, and KTM uses WP, so there's that. KTM does all kinds of weird stuff like plastic oil pumps in the 4-strokes. I mean, dude, I could go on and on about all the brands, except for XR650s from Honda and YZ250s from Yamaha, but everything else is crazy. But like the Sherco is weird to work on. And then Eric had to he has like a 45-minute job just to drain the oil out of his 4-stroke because of all the weird anyway. It's a weird thing. Hang on, let me close this door so my dog doesn't run away. No. Play it. Come on. Don't need Leroy running away. Brady Matter. KTM's Huskies are awesome. They are awesome. I mean, I have 2 and I just ordered another one. So, I mean, I do love them, but man, they do some crazy things. But yeah, the Sherco, I'm making a video about it. It's a schlog. Anyway, it's, Eric enjoys spending time with this. That's awesome. You have to spend a lot of time to just change the oil. Bruce Kennedy, yeah, Beta, absolutely. Beta, I would say, I mean, they're up there as far as ease to work on. They're pretty stinking easy. Still got carburetors on their 2-strokes. So, I mean, I do like Beta. Honestly, like if someone told me I had to buy a European bike that wasn't Austrian, whatever. It'd probably be a Beta, not a Sherco. The Sherco, oh man, it's like I'm just looking at it up close and it's not making me all that happy. That's on trade my POS 150i. Yes, 250FX. You're gonna love that 250FX. Those things are awesome. Jim, what is up? Doing my 22 Beta 300 race edition so far. Waiting KYB shock for rear. Same carbon. Yes, right on. I love it, Jim. When am I going to see you, Jim? I need to see your tiny little legs. I'm hoping that the water pump seals fix the water and the oil issue on my CR250. Zach, I bet it will. I bet it'll be no problem. Colorado Dirt Bikes for Life. Do I have a podcast? This is our podcast. And yes, I have it up on podcasts. I have not updated it recently because I've been too busy and not recording my audio separately, but this is our podcast. So right now, you got to check it out on YouTube, but eventually I will get back to uploading it to our actual podcast. But if you go to, you can go to highland-cycles.com and go to podcast, check it out there, or you can go to Apple Podcasts and anywhere. So yeah. Yes, life at shop equals on time to work, 100% Mike Barnato. That's why I do it. Zach Farcash asked about, he's talking about, I told him about the water pumps. Yes, change the oil until it comes out not milky. It's going to be a little bit expensive, but actually, and when you're doing that, Zach, so here's a quick tech tip. If you've drowned a bike or you had water pump seals leak or whatever, you got water into the oil of your motorcycle, whether it be a 4-stroke or 2-stroke, doesn't really matter. You need to change the oil a whole bunch to get all the water out, and you'll know it's out because it'll come out not milky, like it won't look like a milkshake. And to do that, use the cheapest oil you can find. Do not flush the system with $22 a quart Motorex. That is absolutely unnecessary. Go down, buy the, you know what? It's a perfect use for Rotella. The most perfect use for Rotella ever is to flush the freaking water out of a system, out of an engine. Go buy the crappiest, cheapest stuff you can. Run, don't go crazy, run it, whatever. Run it for a little bit, drain it, run it for a little bit, drain it, and then when it comes out clean, drain that junk, put good stuff in it, and you'll be good to go. Beta demo. Hey, lay. Go lay down. Hey, what are you doing? Hang on. I don't know what's going on. Sweet. There's a beta demo at Peach. Is it Perry's putting that on? That's cool. Thank you, Brady. My 200. Beta's real. Hey, that's actually not Leroy. Sorry, guys. This podcast show is out of hand. Beta demo Peach. That's awesome. Where do I find out information about that? Gary M, what's happening, man? Garrett, let me know where to find that out. We'll post it up on Facebook and get everybody out there. Because I did a beta demo at the race in Texas, and it was awesome. It was really good. Yes, Roger, finally, a use for Rotella. If you drown a bike, I suggest you park it for a year, take it to Highlands. Morgan loves neglect. Yeah. The Brady, that's not the dog that you hate. That's the little black dog, and he's not very bright. He is awesome, though. That's awesome that Perry's. So Perry's Power Sports is up in Grand Junction. They're the beta dealer. I guess maybe check them out right now on Facebook or their website. I don't know what their website is. Google it. But yeah. So and hello, Dirt. Yes, Jared. I'll call you. Sorry about your actual name, Jared. Yeah, it would be sick. I think you'll really like the beta. The betas really are good bikes. Yeah, they're good. I'm just so entrenched, honestly, with KTM that it's hard to break away when you have as many parts as I have laying around. Zach, yeah, don't use Bel-Ray when you're flushing that sucker. Just cheap freaking go to Napa, buy the $2, $1, whatever you can. Flush it. Don't go crazy riding around, but whatever. I know, drink that orange Kool-Aid. I did years ago, and it's been good. I mean, I've had really good luck. I've only ever had one that I didn't like. It was 15 Husky TC 250 with the 4CS forks on it, and I mean the motor was good. It was fun to ride, but I never did like that bike. But every other one has been really good, and I'm actually super excited about the new one. I think it's going to be really good. And I would honestly, I'd still be riding YZs if they had E-start and counterbalance motor. Mike Barnotto is a tougher, more badass dude than I am to stick with. To stick with YZ. And when I actually moved away from YZ, it was when my hip was going bad and I hadn't replaced it yet. And honestly, kickstarting a motorcycle was really, really, really painful. I don't know. A lot of you guys didn't know me back then before I had my hip replacement. And I was not a nice person. Like my wife, she's like, she can't believe the change in my attitude and everything since I had that done because I'm a much better person now. That's Leroy. It's craziness here. And Kevin, yes, actually, honestly, all bikes are job security for a mechanic, at least a dirt bike mechanic, because they wear dirt knobbies out really quickly. Hey, changing sprockets out really quickly and all that good stuff. So, Garrett Anderson, Morgan did suffer from a bad case of old. Oh man, you have no idea. Well, Garrett does. I am old for my age. If I had both hips replaced, my ex-wife would have left. Wyatt Zielinski. God, that's an awesome name, Wyatt Zielinski. Anyway, 07 KTM 450 XCF RFS. Just did piston intake valve, 150 hours because of a ripped airbox boot. That sucks. What else should I look out for? Honestly, Wyatt, one of the things I've seen go bad on RFSs that I don't know if I need to do a video on this, except for I haven't had an RFS in like to work on the motor in a long time. The cam bearings, and maybe someone else has had this here. I mean, Brady was probably right. I know you're on Yamahas back then, but anyway, the cam bearings, I have seen those cam bearings go out and have the little balls from the little tiny little ball bearings fly through that thing, and I mean, ruin a motor, like the whole thing. So, what I would recommend doing, I would recommend actually a cam on those because they usually wear where the water pump is anyway, and brand new bearings if you're going to bother, because those are great bikes. And if you take good care of them, you'll be all right. Yeah, Jim, YCs are great. I personally got tired of riding the same. That's how I was. I got tired of the same. I bought one in 06, bought a whole bunch of 09s, and I wanted something new. Actually, when I got the first KTM, my first KTM was a 2012 300XC. And when I bought it, it was because the same thing. It was time for a new bike. I'd worn the bike out again, whatever. And I wanted something new. I wanted something new and cool and whatever. I mean, that's why we ride these fancy things. Otherwise, I'd be riding a Boltaco. But and I just wanted something new. Then as I went forward, I thought, well, maybe I'll go back to YZs because I've been on KTMs for a while. And I'd not loved a lot of things, but that's when the hip started creeping up, and it was awesome. Let's see. Tires, Kale can last forever. Not up to spin. Roger, I love you so much. James Tully, what's happening? Brady Meadow, what do you think a race series responsibilities are to racers to keep an eye on personal belongings during a race weekend? That's a good question. I think you guys just had a bunch of bikes stolen from a race. I don't think it's, I would say, honestly, so I'm a big fan of personal responsibility. If it's my stuff, I think it's my responsibility to keep an eye on it. So in my opinion, the race series and the promoters, the people who own it should not be held liable. I'm sure they're not going to be held actually liable, but I don't think people should be mad at them for not keeping an eye on stuff. I mean, I don't know I know a lot of people here, like Laughlin, Brady. I know a lot of you guys have put on races before, and so have I. And the amount of effort and time it takes to put a race on really leaves you with zero time to be watching other people's stuff. So that's how I feel. I think if someone's blaming the race series on that, I think it's crazy, and they should shut their mouths. That's just how I feel. And I feel pretty strongly about that because you got to take responsibility for your own actions and your own stuff. Now, thieves suck, and they shouldn't be doing. We should be able to be a little more lax. That would be nice. And yeah, whatever. But the reality is they're out there, and we got to keep an eye on our stuff. So yeah, that's how I feel. Bruce Kennedy, Brady, we have had thieves take people's bikes and trailers out of an event broad day. Yeah, it sucks. Who's the Islander you want a Boltaco and get a sugar with a dumb battery placement? It's the battery and the freaking petcock. I hate where that petcock is. It's stupid. Beverly Boys, what's up? I couldn't get along with my 16 Husky TE 300. Yeah, fair enough. If you hire a security officer during the race and bike gets stolen, the lawyers would have a heyday in company. Yeah. So yeah, I'm with you, David. Hey, Leroy. Sorry, guys. That's the thing. If you start it cannot possibly be the race organizer's responsibility to watch people's bikes. And again, it sucks. I feel really bad for those people that got their stuff stolen. And I'd love to find the people that did it and take them out back. Maybe have a little party with them because that's what thieves deserve, in my opinion. But it's definitely not the race organizer's problem. So anyway, that's how I feel. Jim Tully, how are you, man? How's everything going? I haven't seen you in a while. I'm sure you've been up in the snow. Snow's gone now, but who's the Islander? But it won't get. Yeah, the petcock won't get broken where it is. But my petcock has never gotten broken where it is. And I don't. Does a lot of people have that problem? I thought they put the petcock where it is because it allowed them to put, run that tank down there. So the upside to the design is the tank comes down inside the frame really deep, and the petcock's on the bottom, and you get all of the fuel out of the tank, like it's not on one side. So that's awesome. I love that. I just don't love having to fit it down through there. Like, that's the least of the things I'm finding weird about the Sherco. But like I said, oh Brady, that's awesome. I'm glad. The kid, hold on, you guys. Sorry, this is awesome. These two morons are playing. In case anyone thought that Leia was only horrible, she's just horrible sometimes. And to Brady, although I think last time she did not eat Brady, it was awesome. So if we could get Brady around here more often, I bet she'd warm up to him and be just fine. I thought this is a family show. You're talking about petcocks, not fuel. Petroleum cock. Mark Payne, right on. So anyway, guys, it's 8:02. I better boogie because I got a lot to do today. I'm going to try to get some of the bike work done today. And then tonight I'll finish up the bike work. And then Saturday, early morning, we will be heading over to Monticello, Utah to race. So if you guys are coming to the Weeby race, please come by and say hi. The Big Red Van has the wrap back on it. And it's beautiful. And by the way, huge shout out to InDesign Signs. If you guys are around here and you need something wrapped or a sign, please use InDesign Signs. Those guys are like nuts how good they are and how well they took care of me. But anyway, the thing will be set up. We will be checking SAG for people, helping people out. We got tools, we got stuff. So come on over. We'll help you out. Love to help you. It'd be awesome. Eric, Brian, I'll tell you about it just got cracked and stuff from the sun, and they just warranted the whole thing. It was awesome. You guys are Kevin O'Laughlin. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. I cannot thank you enough for all the support over these years, Kevin. I really, really appreciate it. Punk Rock Club. Thank you guys for sticking around to the end. I love you the most. I'll go ahead and say it. I love the Punk Rock Club more than the rest of you. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I desperately hope that what we're doing here at Highland Cycles is inspiring you guys to work on, but honestly, way more importantly, just get out and ride your dirt bikes.